right, so we'll do a warm up. I'll just move back and we're going to start with marching as a warm up. So just nice 30 seconds of just high knee kind of marching on the spot. Get your arms involved a little bit if you would like. Just adds a little extra movement. Nice deep breaths. Try and control your breathing. Stopping there. And then we're just going to do some arm swings with our arms. So just nice big circles around. Good, nice work. All right, I just might mute a couple of you guys just in the time, but if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and shout out, just so it's a little bit easier to hear what I'm saying. Alrighty, we'll get into it now. So the first exercise we're going to do is side stepping with bent arm lateral raises. So what that's going to look like is we're going to do some side stepping like this. While we're doing that, we're going to bring our arms up to 90 degrees, so you'll kind of look like that, and we're going to bend them down and then back up. And we're going to try and get that coordinated into the steps like that. So that's our first exercise. If you would like to do this with a little bit of extra weight, you can hold dumbbells in your arms as you're lifting if you want to. Otherwise, we can just do it nice and easy with body weight. The second exercise we're going to do is just a little bit of an arm burner. So it's standing statically. And we're going to go up over our head and then back down. And then the faster you do this, a little bit more of an arm burn you're going to get. Because we have to try and keep that going for a whole minute. So that's the second exercise. The third exercise is our box step with our arm punches that we did last week. So that looks like the 2 steps forward, and then when we do that, we do 2 punches, and then we're doing 2 steps back. So faster, it'll be step, step with our punches. And again, if you want a little bit of extra weight, you can choose to hold some dumbbells in your hands, and that's going to make it a little bit harder for you as well. If anyone is doing these seated, I will shout them out when we get to them. Can I just get a thumbs up if everyone's doing these standing? Yep. And if you don't have your cameras on, there's a little reaction you can choose at the bottom. Yeah, just to let me know if you've got your thumbs up or not. But anyway, we will move into it for now. So we have 1 minute of our side stepping with our bent arm raises. So we'll get started. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So up, side stepping. Good. If you're doing this seated, keep going, guys. I'll just show a seated version, but you can do this with your legs and arms. Try doing it standing if you can. Keep going, guys. We have 30 seconds left. Really draw that belly button into your spine. Try and share some of the load with your trunk. Good. 15 seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a little rest there. Shake it out. You might be feeling it in your arms a little bit. So the next one we're going to do is just standing nice and still. And we're going to go hands from our hips all the way up to our overhead and back down. Again, you can do this with weights if you want a little bit of an extra workout. All right, I'm going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Arms overhead. You will start to feel this in your shoulders, guys. Try and push through if you can, but if you need a little rest, shake out your shoulders and then try and jump back in as soon as you can. Try and draw your belly button into your spine, share it with your core. Halfway. You can do this from a seated position as well. Just be mindful if you have arms on your chair that you don't hit your forearm. Good, keep going, 15 seconds. Keep going, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake out your arms. Your arms might be feeling it today. All right, we've got our next one, which is our box step. So 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. And then on our forward steps, we're going to do 2 arm punches. So grab dumbbells if you would like a little bit of extra weight. And we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Forward and punching. Try and control your torso with your core. So hold that tummy in nice and tight. Good. Good work, guys. Keep it going. Really try and control your breath. In and out. Good. 20 seconds left. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Grab a quick sip of drink water if you'd like. We're just going to have a nice little 10-second rest. Really try and control your breathing. So trying not to do short, sharp breaths, but more nice, deep ones. We're going to go back to the start with our side stepping and our arm raises from the side. All right, everyone's back. Yep. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Side stepping and raising your arms. Nice deep breaths. Try and control your breath. A little bit of a shoulder burner. Try and push through if you can. Have a little rest if you need and just keep going with your legs. And then try and jump back in if you want, as soon as you can. Good, 15 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, resting there. Again, shake out your arms. Starting to feel them a little bit. All right, we're going to go hips to overhead now. So arms up, down by your side. If they're starting to feel a bit sore, you can slow it down so you don't do as many reps in the next minute. If you're feeling good, try and go a little bit faster. Keep going, guys. You're doing really well. You can take a seat if you need and keep going with your arms. 20 seconds left. Good, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Resting there. Shake out those arms. Good. All right. We're going to go into our forward steps with our boxing punches. All right. When you're ready. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All the power should come from your trunk. Good. Doing really well, guys. Good. 30 seconds down. All right, last 10 seconds. Let's try and go a little bit faster. A little bit faster. It's only 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Resting there, guys. Have a quick drink break. We're going to finish it there on that round, and we're going to do a new set of exercises. So just grab a drink. Try and control your breath. Do an extra few, like little gentle arm swings if you need, just to help stretch out your chest and your back. That was a little bit on our shoulders, so. Now for this next exercise, if you do have a little set of dumbbells, feel free to grab them. If not, it's okay if you don't. What we're gonna do is, so the first option is a forward step and then curl and then come back and alternate legs like that. If you want a little bit of an extra challenge, you can go into a little bit more of a lunge. So you're down, come up. So option 1 is just stepping forward with an arm curl, and you can do this without a weight as well, or you can do it with a weight. And then the option 2 is to go a little bit lower and make it a little bit more harder on your legs. All right, so they're the 2 options for our first exercise. And if you are seated, you can also just remain seated and just do the arm curls. So if you don't have dumbbells necessarily, you can use water bottles, can of food, backpacks, whatever you have there. And we'll get started now in our minute. All right, ready, set, go. So you're either choosing a forward step or you're choosing a little bit harder and going down into a little bit of a lunge. Good, guys, looking good. Work within your comfort zone, whether that's a forward step or a little bit of a lunge. Do what's right for you. Good, 15 seconds to go. I'm doing a little bit of both just in case anyone needs to look at me. Good. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Good, resting there. All right, we can pop our weights down if you had weights. And we're gonna try, it's almost like a star jump, but without the actual jump. So we're gonna go to the side, to the middle, to the side, to the middle. So it's just side stepping. So it's like we're doing 1/2 of the star jump at a time. This is our next exercise. All right, Really trying to keep that core control so we're not bending through the back. Now start the timer in 3, 2, 1. If you are seated, you can do the same thing from a seated position. It's just one arm and one leg out at a time. If you need it harder, you can do a bit of a knee bend, but you don't have to. It can be just a step if you prefer. Keep those quads on nice and strong. Draw that belly button towards your spine and control your breath. Nice in and out. Good. Almost there, guys. 30 seconds. We can also increase the pace. Make it more of a tap out to the side. Good, and stopping there. Well done, guys. So the last one of this rotation is we're going to work on a little bit of our tummy muscles. And we're going to try a standing or seated, depending on how you're doing it, crunch. And to do that, we're going to try and get one elbow to the opposite knee together. They don't have to touch. It's just more about trying to control your tummy to lift both limbs. If you're doing it from a seated position, sitting down, same thing. Just using your tummy to lift and kind of crunch in the middle. Alrighty, so get the timer started. It's like a high knee, but we're just bringing our elbow towards our knee a little bit. Good. Let's go. Draw your belly in when you're trying to get your knee and elbow together. And breathing. Good. If you don't want to do the crunch, you can just do high knees. Good. If you need to, take a seat and just try and get the crunch while in the seated position. Still works. It's really good. Good. 15 seconds left. I'll do a seated one, just in case. Good. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work, guys. Have a quick drink before we move into a second round. Have a little bit more of a rest now. Starting to break out the sweat. All right. Everyone feeling okay? Give me a thumbs up if we're doing all right. Cool. Awesome. Fabulous. All right. Another 10 seconds and then we'll move into our forward steps with our curls. So if you want to do it with weight, grab weights, but you don't need weights to still do the curl part. And you can also just do the curls seated if you like. You need a little bit of extra rest. All right, we're gonna get started now. Everyone looks like they're up and ready. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's either a forward step or a forward lunge. When you step, you do an arm curl. Try and control the curl down, back towards the side of your body. Don't let them swing too much. Good. Got 30 seconds left. I'm doing a little bit of both options, so you can look at me if you need a little bit of clarification. Good, and 3, 2, 1, resting there. Pop your weights down, if you had them. And then we're gonna try our alternating star-like jumps. All right, let's go to the side, to the side. So we're doing half a star jump almost. If you feel up for it, you can try and increase the pace by just doing a side tap like this, or you can just slow it down. Work within a pace that's comfortable for you. Remember to try and control your breath. You can go back to that talk test that Nathan mentioned. Good. 20 seconds left. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a little rest there, shake out your arms. And we've got our little crunches next. So you can do them from a seated position. I'll get my chair ready, or you can do it from standing. We're gonna get started. 3, 2, 1. Try to lift your knee to your elbow. Try and work those core muscles. Good work, guys. Excellent crunches. 20 seconds left. 15. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a little rest. We'll have a little bit of a longer rest break now before we do our last round of those exercises. Grab a drink, wipe your forehead if you need to. Try and control your breath. Try and lower your heart rate a little bit for recovery. You're all doing very, very well. All right. We might move into our last round of those 3 exercises. So if you want to grab your weights, if you are using them for that first activity, grab them. And we're doing our, if you're standing, you're either doing a step and a curl or a lunge and a curl. If you're seated, we'll leave the legs, have a little rest, and just try and do the curl. All right, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Let's go step or a lunge or just the curl. If you are feeling a little bit tired, you can also just do standing and a curl as well. You can do them seated or standing. But keep going if you are stepping, you're doing really well. Twenty seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting there. Pop your weights down if you were using them. We're going to move into our alternating side jumps. So when you're ready, guys, reach to one side, both arm and leg. Try and keep that belly button drawn into a spine. I know I say it all the time, but our core is so important in everything that we do from day to day. So the more that we can keep it activated, the stronger we're going to feel doing all different kinds of activities throughout the day. You can still activate it if you're seated. It helps keep our posture up nice and straight. Stop trying to arch to the back by keeping our core switched on. Good. 15 seconds left. Let's try and go a little bit faster if you can. So just do a little tap instead of stepping to the side. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Good, guys. We have one more of this activity, or this rotation, and it's our crunches. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. I'll start with standing, but you can do them seated. Let's go. Keep that belly drawn in. If you want, try and do half standing and half seated if you need to. We're almost at 30 seconds. Good, guys. All right, 20 seconds now. See if you can push through, just to the end. Good, 15. Almost there, home stretch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. And have a rest. Grab a drink if you need, everybody. Good. We're going to do one activity and then we'll go through some stretches. So we're just going to do some calf raises. Nice and gentle. They're not too fast. If you have something near you that will help keep your balance if you need it, like a chair or something. If you're going to do them standing, otherwise you can do them seated, but just try. It's a nice gentle activity. See if you can do them standing. And just feet kind of shoulder width apart. And we're just going to go up onto our toes and try and come slowly back down. Last one. Of course, you can do them seated. It's the same thing, just going up onto your toes, going back down. But just try standing if you can, even if it's only 5, and then you have a little rest. That's okay as well. Still draw that belly in. It's going to help us with our balance as well. Almost there. 10 seconds. Good, and stop in there. All right, guys. The hard part's over. We're just going to do some stretches now. So we're going to start with from our head. We'll move down towards our toes. We're going to start with our neck. So we're just going to do some gentle, as if you're shaking your head, go side to side. Try and look past your shoulder if you can. Of course, no pain in any of these movements, guys. We're just looking for some gentle stretch. All right, now we're going to try looking out towards the roof. Get a stretch under our chin. And then flowing through, bring your chin down to your chest and get a stretch down the back of your head. And then flow through that a few times. Good, and then ear to shoulder. Get the side of our neck. Slow through from side to side. Not too fast. Good, all right. Do a few shoulder rolls. So up and around. Good, and back the other way. Good. All right, we're gonna go arm across the chest. Try and breathe and relax into your stretch. If you're not feeling it, don't go finding it. Good. Swapping sides, just release slowly. Good. For a little bit of a chest stretch, just try and reach your hands behind your body and push your chest out. Good, and relaxing there. Shake out your arms. We're gonna go for a tricep stretch. So reaching back and patting yourself on the back, reaching your other arm over and pulling down a little bit. And relax into the stretch. Control your breath as your heart rate starts to lower again. Very slowly release and we'll go to the other side. Good, and relaxing there. All right, next one we're going to do is down the side of our body. So if you have your left arm by your side, as you slide it down the side of your leg, you're going to paint a rainbow up over the top of your head with your other hand. Just stretch along the side of your body. Good, and coming back. Same on the other side. Slide your right arm down your side of your leg and reaching over. Good, coming back. And now we're going to just try and do a little bit of a vertebrae roll. So tuck your chin to your chest, and as you do that, I want you to keep trying to roll the rest of the way down until you can kind of reach as far as you can. Just trying to get a stretch down the back of your legs and through your lower back. Take a deep breath at the bottom. Breathe out and see if you can reach a little bit further. And then when you come back up, I want you to roll one vertebrae at a time. Slowly coming back up. And just roll your shoulders back. Good, nice work. All right, we're going to try and get a little bit of our leg stretches now. So if you have a chair, grab a chair. We're going to do our hamstring stretch from last time. So there was one leg out. I don't know which way is easier for you to see. One leg out straight with your toes pointing up to the roof, and have your bottom kind of on the edge of the chair as long as your chair won't tip. And then reaching forward towards your toes, but only going as far as your hamstrings will allow. It feels comfortable. If you don't have a chair, you can also do it standing. Same thing, leg out straight and just stretching down towards your toes. Good. A few deep breaths and then come up out of it. We'll go the other side. Good. Perfect. From here, we're going to try our quad stretch. So if you can hold your leg from behind your body. I didn't even get my leg there. like that, if you feel comfortable doing that. Otherwise, you can prop your leg on a chair, like so, and then just leaning forward, and you stretch down the front of your leg. If you're tight, you might feel it from there. If you're not feeling it so much, you might have to try and get either a higher chair, try and step away from it a little bit, so it's pulling a little bit more down the front of your leg. Good, and we're going to swap sides. Awesome, all right. Next one we're going to do is we're going to stretch the inside of our thigh. So if you can go a little bit wider than you normally would stand, and we're going to bend one knee. You might need something to hold on to just for a little bit of balance, but this should stretch down the inside of your leg. If you are seated, you can still stick your leg out from the side and then just lean forward a little bit. We're going to swap sides. Good. Alrighty, and then we're just going to do some ankle rolls. So just kind of shift one way to one leg. If you need something to hold on to, just hold on to a chair to steady you. And we're just going to do nice little ankle rolls with our feet. There, can you all see my feet? Good. And then the other side as well. Oh, awesome. That's the exercise side of things done for today, guys. Does anyone have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself or just write it in the chat box and I can have a read. Anyone who wasn't here at the start, I just recommended the exercise diary or just a bit of a journal, just to try and see what kind of activity you're doing throughout the day, and review it at the end of every week. So I can ask again next week to see if anyone's given it a go. If not, you don't think it's your thing, that's so fine as well. It just is a nice little helpful way to see throughout. All good, you did all very well today. And Nate will see you tomorrow and Thursday for his sessions. And I'll see you again next Monday for some cardio. Cool. Perfect. Enjoy your week, guys.